Hello gamers and welcome to today's YouTube video. You have seen already on the comment test there is basically a new Ensk and a new airfield. We're going to be making some guides for those maps so you can see what kind of gameplay you can expect when you do happen to get it on the live server. So do enjoy, let me know what you think of the comments down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. First things first, we're going to look at it per class and what the class can do, and we're going to start it off with the brawly heavy tanks. So welcome to Ensk Region, guys. I have already played this a bunch on this map selector account so that I can give you a quick and detailed description of how far I've seen the battles play out on this mode, on this map actually. This area mainly contested by fast tank, lights and mediums and tank destroyers. There is still the position here, of course, the position there, but mainly this forest is for those kind of tanks. This outside area, not really utilized. You can play a little bit on the outside, but more about that later. We're focused on the heavy tank gameplay. The rails, not really utilized anymore in this kind of game. Mainly where we see people go on Ensk Region now in their heavy tanks will be centered around this part of the map. You might find something in this window here, but as a E100, this is not something that is interesting to you to do. It's not something that you want to do either. You are more likely than not going to be playing around the center area. Now, what have we noticed about the center area is that there is a lot of pushes that come through from there. I'm commending my teammates, very cool. We're commending each other. Of course, this is comment test, so you'll see some crazy plays, but here you will find a lot of hold down tanks playing. And as a more sluggish heavy, you will also be probably around this part of the map. Now, what I have seen work is a lot of very aggressive pushes on this map. Now, aggressive pushes are ones that you will be pushing towards this hold down, although this one is a bit better than the other side, I'll say that much already. But this, what's happening right now, was very common for me on the comment test. Like, this kind of gameplay occurred quite a bit and resulted into some very, very quick city pushes over and over again. Now, if this will continue onto live server is only a question that we can see once it happens to be there. But so far, I would say this was a pretty common trend across the board for me to see these kind of plays, these kind of pushes, these kind of aggressive plays across the board. I think it's very interesting for you to see how Ensk will play out. So when you do happen to get it in your battles, you have a rough idea and a rough awareness of what you may be seeing. So that's mainly it. I haven't seen a lot of slow gameplay in the city at all throughout my battles on Ensk, and I don't know if this is going to be something we're going to be seeing too often on live server itself either. There could be a lot of aggression in the city. That's the thing that I noticed myself as well when I was playing the map, is that I saw a lot of aggressive pushes towards this city area over and over and over and over again. Now, there is a good chance that I was playing a split screen battle at the same time. If I was, you could see two different kind of city pushes, and seeing that it is really just the same thing from either side in terms of the pushes that happen. We are hitting some banger shots though, but yeah, that was for me the main thing about the city, is very quick aggressive pushes up until the enemies hold on, and then you play the longer game in which you are chasing in the city like I am doing now. And it does take longer than before because the map is bigger, so they have more positions to hide. You see those pesky little 3 positions that will be utilized quite often by those medium tanks. And yeah, anyways, this is for you in your slow German heavy, for example, or slower heavy altogether. Had to jinx it. That this is gameplay you might be seeing quite often. These wide roads do allow for a quick synchronized push with your teammates into those areas of the map. Give me 1 second. Get a nice shot there. And you can see how, because of the size of the map, instead of a 3-minute battle, it is now a 4-minute battle. If you think that this map will, be much slower than before, yeah, percentage-wise, technically, yes, but that's only because the enemy has more positions to hide from. 6,666. Not too bad. There is still an EBR left as well, though. There he is. I believe in myself, guys. Maybe slightly too much leading. Now let's hit the harder shot than before. Bigger distance. Imagine that hit. Imagine. Imagine. Now we're going to be taking a look at the other side in our brawling heavy. What we can do with that as well. It's kind of the same situation that you have already seen, but nonetheless, we're again going to show you the gameplay. And this is mainly aimed at getting you, as a viewer, familiar with the map before you've ever played it, or before you've ever seen it, so you know what happens. What you're supposed to watch out for when you do happen to get us on a live server. Now let's take a look at their lineup. They have not the greatest of brawling heavies, the 758, a mainly dangerous one, but 2 hold-on ones, 3 hold-on ones actually. You take a look at your team when you see that you have an overmatch. That way, then we will utilize that to our advantage and push the city with. Now, we do have an overmatch again, because we have TDs coming towards the city, which they may not. This area, this lane, it's just like old Ensk. You don't really play this. You don't really want to play this. The back positions are more defensive positions than anything else. And like I said, the rails is not really played right now, also because they did move and remove a lot of wagons, which means that, you know, there's a lot more openings where you could be shot. This is a position to play. If you're indeed a hold-on tank, even an E100 could play there. That's not a problem. This window locks down both this and this, depending on how much gun depression they have. Now, when your teammates are a bit more passive, like mine are in this, you still have to be careful from the right, like you would have to be in normal ends. Ooh, baby. And they have double FV here. Okay, that's fine. You see the Mivy in a little bit of a pocket there, right? But that doesn't really do much. You're not supposed to be too afraid of it whatsoever. Just accept that it is a possibility and deal with it. We are going to be backing off a little bit though. We're trying to back off. I wanted to shoot the Centurion EX, but it didn't end up happening. I mean, I could still do it. Nice try, FV, buddy. Nice try. So we got a shot on against the X, and you see how the gameplay slows down a lot here. This is the new hold-on position you have to watch out for, and of course, that one up there is another one you have to watch out for. You see where the FV is going? These are just things I want to make you aware of that you can be playing against. But of course, that hold-on position, not super potent, very flat. Only certain tanks will work really, really well on that. The S-Conk not being actually one of those because it simply lacks the armor to properly play that. This is a lot better by him, but even then, you could still shoot below the gun. We don't bend that, however. Maybe pushing past, that's not good. But you see how the gameplay, while it's different, has a very familiar, or should have a very familiar touch to what you're used to from the past, and how the map played already back then. The only difference is, well, not RNG, because it's still terrible, but just a few differences, but the city fight itself, not too different. And I like that aspect, personally, because it should mean that, like I said, you should be familiar with certain aspects of the gameplay, and should be able to use that to your advantage as well, of course. We got a good shot there. And you see that hold-on position extremely potent, if played correctly, but extremely already open as well. So it's something to watch out for when you are happening to end up on this map. This man is very funny. He's also still learning, but yeah, you can see it's a very elevated position that you can play. If you play high enough and have enough gun depression, you can lock down both of the lanes. So it's definitely something that I think will be interesting for a lot of you. And in this scenario, we don't get to see the city clear. And a bit low. We don't get to see the city clear, which I wish I could show. Not the city clear, the field clear. right? When you have won the city and you clear the field, but it's the same process as from the other side. My aim is not very good. I don't want to talk about it, if that's okay. I just wanted to show you the map, guys, alright? I'm not focusing on gaming here, I'm focusing on educating. But you can see that if the battle goes fast, it still goes fast. It doesn't matter if it's like a small map or a bigger map. Of course, what is always important to know is how to play your tank destroyer on the new Ensk region. So that is what the next segment is about. A bit of highlight battles, first time exploring Ensk region in a tank destroyer, but of course in a real battle simulation. So I hope this will help for you as well in your battles. Want to do Heavy Tank 12 later off stream? Sure. Yeah, I got... Who's Demo 13, man? Who is Demo 13? Oh my god, this 3D rendering 65 is funny. Everything looks so bad. Hello, Jola. How you doing? It's maybe a bit too AIDS for me, you know? This quality? Bro, I had to sell my computer to feed the cats, you know? Feel the extra horsepower? Bro, I have no clue. I haven't played this, What? Terrible. This will be some sneaky area though, honestly. With all the trees. What main part? What main part, Ali? Oh, and there's an SCRV over there, over there. How does that bounce? I'm telling you, I would do more DPG if I had these ass tier graphic settings, guys. I'm not joking. I would honestly have higher DPGs. But I don't want to put you through this most of the time. Oh my. I mean, Red Bull, you're gonna have to judge for yourself because I haven't played the 268 in ages. Anyways, guys, go watch the YouTube video on the X channel. For the boys. For the boys. Oh no, he can't. It's not his ass. I really like that the rails are open though. Guys, we don't need more dinosaurs in the MM. If you agree, watch the YouTube video on the extra channel. We really don't need it. This feels kind of decent and we don't need it. It's a bad thing. I am testing these eagles and getting footage for the YouTube video. F0? Yeah, you can make it F0. Hello, Bob. No, water quality on low is actually fine. Because on maximum graphics it still looks fine. Time to clean the dust off? No, we don't need more dinosaurs in the queue, my man. Buddy, where are you going? Bro, these trees are gonna be hyper popular. That's the realization I've gotten already. For the beginning start, these trees here are gonna be super popular. Old guns going racing for 37 and below. You can kind of camp away on these ridges here when you get spotted. This might be a problematic area still. I don't know if I like this gameplay here. This area feels very weird to play. Could be because it's just the beginning, but everybody's moving towards the trees like animals, man. We just fisted each other. We just fisted each other. Fister fucked my sister. Crazy. What a day. What a day to be alive. Butch! Thank you for the 5 very big ones. I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't let me see if that counts. Probably. We'll try it, Carlo. Don't worry. Thank you, Butch. Yeah, I'm going to tank fast Vexla. Yes, run multi-stream. Go over the article? No, I won't go over the article either. Guys, figure out who's 13. Oh my god, dude. Triple revenue, dude. The region, what's up, bro? Thanks for the 5, man. Actually, you did more than the super chat like this, you know? Thank you, man. That could have been a discounted gift sub. SMH my head, dude. Hamilton, thank you. Appreciate that. Well, guys, Silvertical is so weird. YouTube username sounds familiar. Hold up, dude. Hold up, bro. Hold up. How familiar? That's an essay on the video. Happy? Sure, if it's a good essay. How familiar are we talking? Like, you know. We just say it's a low roll, guys. Let me see if I left on it there. Thanks for the both of the Norwegian. That's very kind of you. You were the very first person to do it on a live thing ever. That's pretty cool. It was so close, and yet so far. Tapihala. You guys think I could ever get used to theoretical? I think there might be too many threes here, guys. Okay, I mean, I don't know, just this area just feels very popular with TDs right now. And you kind of have the rich to hide on as well, you see? So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this here. A little bit of light tank gameplay in here as well to show you the basics of what you can expect on this map. Do note, of course, that I am not a brilliant light tank player, so my expertise only goes as far. I've commended my whole team. Ow, man, I got shot because of commending my team. With gift subs on this discount, Kuchi? In this economy? CJ, thank you very much. My man. Thank you, Mr. CJ. Appreciate that, bro. Hope you're doing good, my man. Thank you very, very much. What's up, Shala? Command enemies? No. Oh my god. I almost got trampled. You see how tricky this area is? Ridge line, areas, bushes is interesting. Yeah, because you see I can kinda hide, Zalvar, and it didn't work out now, but like in general, I can kinda hide on the ridges, yeah? Enemy armor is damaged. But this whole area is kind of funky. It will have a lot of engagements in the beginning. And I can even drop off. Wait, this whole area is also kind of funky, to be honest. Kind of funky. Don't know how much of a fan I am. Ah, yeah, we're in trouble. And of course, to know is the mobile heavy. I'll show you some basic mobile heavy gameplay as well, so you indeed again know what to expect when you get to Ensk Region. Creepy guy. Thank you. Appreciate that. Wrong side. Wait to get my money right. You know, guys, whenever you donate now, I put all the money to loot boxes. That's the way it is. Why is this SCIV rolling like 450 every shot, bro? This has to be a turbo SRV, you know? Oh my god, bro. I loaded that shit by accident. I had a meeting group called Lootbox Anonymous. We change the price of loot boxes so they can sit and talk about loot boxes. We use their money. I like it. I'm down. Bro, there's auto unflip, dude. What do you want from me? This is not how you get commended. Guys, I just want you to get used to one thing, yeah? You see how it says that I have the most amount of damage? Yeah, just get used to it, because it's gonna be very, very common for you to see that, you know? I'm just saying, you know, like... Whenever you're in a battle with me, guys... Whenever you're in a match with me, just expect me to have the icon next to my name, you know? Like, just get used to it, get used to it. Arrogant streamer? Crazy. David, thank you very much for the dodo, bro. Money for loot boxes, thank you. My children, thank you. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying, you know. And the most assist as well. Huh? And last but not least, enjoy me absolutely shitting on my opponents for 5 minutes straight in artillery. If your gameplay is more like this, then this will be your segment. There's no talking because it is not needed. As always, gamers, I really hope that this video helped you to understand Ensk region. Next up is going to be airfield as well, to help you in your World of Tanks journey. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys soon. Peace. Ciao.